If
So,
he does have a sage mode, his sage mode is gonna be like god tier if he's scaling. It's crazy.
all right, so quick question, and I don't want just to be the Mel. I want the other two, free game and Meek to potentially answer it too. Do y'all think he'll eventually surpass peak Naruto, not Baryon mode, but Naruto with nine tails?
Keep
I
an
think
eye
you can get up to that level, maybe. I mean, in terms of like this overall scaling of the series, a lot of the villains have already surpassed like peak Ninetales
Hmm.
Naruto with the Ten Tails, the Hidari, Jura. We don't know how strong Matsuri is going to be, but I think it's easy to. I think it's fair to say like she probably is already like around the Naruto Sasuke tier, considering that she's from the Ten Tails and like Ten Tails. We already see how powerful it is. It's like the strongest villains we've seen thus far. So if Konohamaru can fight and potentially beat Matsuri, I think it's fair that he can get up to that level. I'm not sure if you could just outright say, okay, he's stronger, but he's gonna have to. I don't think in his base form he can contend with these characters. Of course, he probably has like another jutsu. Maybe he has a sage mode. I think that would be like the most optimal way to get for him to get more power. But if he's strong like that in his base, hey, that's gonna impress me because I wouldn't expect something like that because we haven't seen something like that before. Yes, he has some strong durability feats against like an Ichiki or an Ao or a Kashin Koji, for example, but we haven't seen him really contend with the top of the top, and he's gonna have to like really power up in order to get to that level, in my personal opinion. But I do think it's very possible. Like the way it's set up right now, he's gonna fight Matsuri, so in the long run, yes, I do see it happening.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was talking before, and then we had a 3 year time skip, so I don't really think that Konohamaru. I will hope Konohamaru. I don't think would be content with just where he's at. Like getting beat on by Ishiki and all these like high level opponents. I would assume that he would try to get on that level too, or be able to contend with them. Now, reaching Naruto's level, I think Naruto's level is really irrelevant right now. Like even if he did reach Naruto's level, he wouldn't be able to contend with the protagonists that we have now and like the villains.
Yeah, the reason why I choose Naruto is because like he was his rival, and
No,
like
I
if he
understand
can't,
that, but like
mm,
Naruto's like full power wasn't really even contending with Jigen, who was weaker than Ishiki. So like, if we got characters that are like on that level or maybe higher, then him reaching Naruto's level is going to be seriously irrelevant unless it's like teamwork between him and his students.
bro.
yeah,
Yes.
plot
To
wise,
answer your question, yes. Of
mm,
course he's gonna surpass what six pass sage mode adult Naruto. Of course.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's already taking hits from Ishiki in the anime, bro. In base, if he has like a power up, like our Sage mode, like people want, then of course, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. If he has a power, like even if Mitsuri shows up and she starts like packing him up, like tag, like doing like fucking gentle fist types of like blitzing stroking speed or whatever, and he's like, oh man, she's like messing me up. Bro is still tanking those hits from like what I
Hmm.
perceive to be a god tier combatant. It still speaks to like his durability or whatever. Like it's still impressive. Like this, like I think he's going to have a great showing. Because I want to talk about Konohamaru for 2 hours, but I think he's
No
going to have a
facts.
great.
I got a
I
question
think he's
after
gonna.
this.
I think he's going to have a great showing, and I do think the power scaling is the sort of thing I think kind of flipped the table for a lot of people if all that scaling checks out. And I think these characters are just like the six pass shit. Like it's not even going to be irrelevant, bro. Like Free Game said, when Boruto wanted Sasuke to become his master, when he asked him, um, like Sasuke was like, at your current rate, you'll never be able to surpass Naruto. Clearly, these people like the six pass level of power is clearly something even someone like Sasuke can envision. People surpassing who aren't like getting power from like a demi, like some kind of half breed god from like the Pure Lands coming down and just handing them like extra power. So it is a power that can be surpassed. Hell, Sarada just surpassed it if the scaling
not
checks out. So yeah, I think so.
see what you mean. Me personally, I think, well, I hope so. I'm just gonna say I hope
Boruto
so. I think it'll
surpassed
have a
him.
lot of sentimental. I think it'll have like a lot of sentimental value for Konohamaru. You can give like the flashback scenes with Naruto and Konohamaru, him basically saying, "I'm gonna finally surpass you," and also I think it'll be like a cool scene if Naruto actually does get like unsealed. It'd be like, hey, now they could spar, and now Konohamaru's actually kicking Naruto's ass. Like that would be like a cool scene to me.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
fire.
I mean, you're already seeing it with all of the new gen as well. Like for example, Team 10, they were fighting Jura, even though like
Right.
none of those characters individually is stronger or even on the level of those characters.
But the
The fact
teamwork.
that they can use their teamwork to essentially maneuver around Jura,
Right.
as well as like I think didn't like Chocho punch a Bijou bomb out of like the way from Jura that was trying like he was trying to shoot it at Chikadai, right? So like even like Jura notes like he was impressed by like their teamwork, right? So like one way or another, all of these characters from the new gen plus Konohamaru, I'm presuming,
I don't think she
all of
punched
their
the
power
Biju
will
bomb.
rise together. Well, he punched. No, I got it mixed up. He punched or she punched her. She punched him, and the Bijou bomb that was supposed to be shot at Chikadai,
Oh
the
yeah,
trajectory of it, like it shot
changed.
somewhere else.
hmm
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Did
What
you-
I'm trying to say is that Team 10, like their power together is enough for them to stay alive, which that alone impressed Jura, right? Who's like probably the strongest villain we've seen so far, right? So if
Yeah.
they're bringing all these characters up together, and the fact that they're already fighting these villains, it just shows you that all of these characters that are present right now, they will get to that level one way or another. Whether it's by hacks, whether it's by teamwork, as you've seen with Team 10, or whether it's by unique ability. Maybe with like Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan. Outside of just innate power, such as like with the Otsutsuki's with Boruto and Kawaki. Because those guys are the exceptions.
And
Yeah.
that's how it's supposed to be too. Like
Yeah.
like this is a battle shonen manga. Like if everybody was like being scaled to Raditz by the time of like the Boo saga, there'd be an issue, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But my only I'll cap it off with my point of Konohamaru is just saying that one of the major things of the Naruto Boruto series is that of like the old generation passing it down to the next generation, or like this whole master student dynamic. And I do think him being the student of Lord Seven, it would be very poetic if he does, in his absence, surpasses his master. And given his stated goals in Shippuden, in Naruto Part 1, and Kishimoto's behind the pen, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility for that to occur in its current iteration of the story. And I'll just leave it at that. But yeah.
Yeah. I got a question for you though. Me, who do you think Jura is? Like, we got everybody else. You know, we got Sasuke, Sadari. We got old girl Mitsuri is can't remember her name. We got Bug is Bug, of course. So who do you think Hidari is?
You mean Jura?
Jura, sorry, not Hidari. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jura.
Hidari
Okay.
Sasuke.
Yeah. Hidari
Jura,
Sasuke.
I actually think Jura is part of like the original Ten Tails.
That's
I
what
don't
I
think
was
he
thinking.
represents anybody or anything.
Mhm.
I just think he's Ten Tails like version 0. Or whatever it's like patient 0 of Ten Tails. That's what I think he is. Like he is the original mind of the Ten Tails itself
Right.
that is now a humanoid that is in a humanoid form.